What's up, mother Funkos? Wave 3 of the San Diego Comic-Con Funko exclusives was just announced, and I'm sad to say that for me personally, this wave is just kind of blah, which is surprising because it's Marvel. Let's take a look. First up is this new Gwenpool pop holding a selfie stick. Pretty cool idea, but they really didn't change anything on her besides that little hand holding the selfie stick. It kind of reminds me of the BB-8 where they just added the little thumbs up flame. Pretty much the same pop, and they just added a little thing to it, which made it a lot better, but it doesn't blow anybody away really or make it feel super special. I feel like if she was in a better pose, like maybe squatting down a little bit with her head tilted up at the camera, or instead of holding a gun, if she was making a peace sign to the camera, that would have been a lot better, because this just looks like they glued a selfie stick onto a regular Gwenpool. They're also making a Gwenpool rock candy, and I have to admit that this one does look really good and I want to get this one because I am a fan of these rock candies. She also doesn't appear to be numbered, so she'll also be shared. I remember that last year, the Catwoman rock candy and the Harley Quinn rock candy were shared exclusives with Hot Topic, so maybe that's where this one will end up. But yeah, they did a really nice job with this. I like her hand on her hip like that, her whole stance, sword on her back. Really a nice looking figure. I'm not really a fan of She-Hulk or the Red She-Hulk, so maybe that's why this pop isn't very exciting to me, because all I see is a repainted, regular She-Hulk. I'm sure it'll look great next to my glow-in-the-dark She-Hulk, and I might get it if I see it in person and it's got a decent paint job and, you know, I'm swept up by the excitement of the day. I might get it, but this is definitely one I could live without. They're also making a Bucky Captain America, but this is also on the same old Captain America mold, which I really dislike. I don't know what it is about this mold that I dislike. Maybe it's the fact that I've never really seen one with a good paint job on it. For some reason, that mask line is always super sloppy. Or it could also be that Funko has really stepped up the sculpts in the past couple of years. When I first saw the original Funko Pops, I just didn't like them that much. I thought they were too plain. And they looked kind of like they were made out of Play-Doh or something. This just reminds me of that. So overall, this pop is just disappointing to me. And I think it's an ugly design. This just looks like Captain America forgot to do his laundry. And his regular Captain America pants were dirty and just threw on some black jeans or something. Really a weird design. The gloves don't even look very accurate to the comic book either. And the box just says Captain America. It doesn't even say, you know, Bucky Captain America. That's weird to me too. I think it would have just been better if they would have made Bucky like the old school looking Bucky with the, you know, that jacket with the buttons on it and that little mask from the original comic books. I think that would have been a way cooler pop. I'm a huge fan of Tony Stark, so I'm probably going to get this pop. But honestly, I do think the common of this one is a little cooler. That said, if that common didn't exist, I'd be really excited about this one. But it's the same head. They changed his body up, put him in a suit, and have him palming a helmet. You know, I'm not really a big fan of these pops where they're holding a head or a helmet because obviously the proportions are way off. And it sounds silly, you know, because Funko Pop proportions are way off. But you get away with it when they're holding a small gun, the small shield. But when it has something to do with the head, it just looks weird. And the way he's palming it is weird too. It's not a bad idea. It's just not my favorite thing in the world. I also want to point out that in the Funko video, this might be the first look we've gotten of what the actual summer convention shared sticker is going to look like. And it was on the Bucky Captain America. Not sure why only on his and none of the others that appear to be shared. Who knows, but that's what it looks like. Alright guys, so that was wave 3. And it sounds like I was a little bit negative in this video, you know, and I'm not done yet. I think what disappoints me the most about this Marvel wave is that there was no Yondu. If you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Yondu is one of the biggest characters in the movie, and the first pop they made of him wasn't that great, so I think a lot of fans were expecting an updated Yondu. They wanted it in the Marvel Collector Core box, didn't appear, so everyone thought, hey, maybe for Comic-Con, still no Yondu, they can do some really cool things with him. Put a translucent red fin hawk on him, or have his arrow flying around his body with some clear red plastic. That would look amazing. Make him metallic, give him a better face sculpt, put him in an action pose, or a combination of all those things would make a very epic pop for a very beloved character. That said, Funko did tweet that certain bigger licenses may have more than one wave. So there could be another Marvel wave coming. We just don't know yet. And hopefully there is, because overall, this wave is kinda lame. Alright guys, let me know what you think, which one of these pops you're planning to get, what you hope to see in a second Marvel wave if there is one, or anything else you want to say. Thanks for watching, and have a great weekend.
Slow.